Hello, hello, hello. Okay, how's it going? I had something that I had thought of, but I forgot. So, I don't know. Stream. Possible topics. Yo, how's it going? Long time no see. How were your vacations? Are you still there at your parents' house? As you can see, I am. Or are you back in Berlin? I was sick for like 5 days while at my parents' place. Dumb. That sucks. What kind of sick? Because of the temperature or something like this? Yesterday night I had something planned to talk about today, like just rambling about life or something like that. I am back in Berlin. I have work on Wednesday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Oh, so this Wednesday. I start class not tomorrow Tuesday, next Tuesday. I'm here until Friday, here in Spain. Tomorrow I'm going to Madrid. I'm getting my beard lasered, and then I'm meeting someone from class, but from Spain. But like the one, there were like one or two people who got in Spain and who couldn't come to Germany. So yeah, I'm meeting him, and we're eating together, I think. So he said, probably because I was really stressed before, and when I calmed down, it just hit me. Also, apparently, when driving over with my uncle, he said in one of the baths, someone was coughing. So maybe then, what do you mean in one of the baths? Oh, did you go to some of like baths? How are they called? Baden. To some of these Baden. This week I also was feeling a little bit sick, like my throat was kind of bad. Like from Monday last week, from Monday until Thursday maybe, but then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it kind of fixed itself on its own. It was only like a little bit of throat pain, I think maybe due to temperature change and to worse diet and such. No, well, I just meant a restroom, I guess. Oh. My ass hurts. I guess I wanted to talk about this week and also like how I didn't achieve anything basically. I guess I'm not sure if I actually had goals for coming here. I guess I wanted to kind of just organize a little bit. And to be honest, I've organized a super tiny bit, but not that much. And yeah, I don't know. What was I doing instead? Browsing the internet. I've been talking to random people on Discord and such, so that's not that's I guess new. From boards and such. So that's cool. But I'm back at like going to sleep at 5 a.m. and waking up early, I guess, waking up at relatively early, like sleeping 6 hours or so. I woke up at 11 today. But yeah, because I don't do it a lot, I'm not super tired. I just yawned, but I'm not that tired. And yeah, I guess it's been a slow week because the past week, the one before, I ate out, like had dinner outside every single day with a friend. So I was kind of like hanging out, I guess moving, even though it's moving to sit down at some place and get stuffed with food. It's still kind of moving around. I usually walked to places and such, except a couple of days where we went by car. And in contrast, this week has been like a lot of staying at home. Also, I used to go to the pool the previous week. But last week, I didn't go to the pool. On one side of it was that it was raining a couple of days. But also, simply that I didn't want to. It's really hot. So it's not like in Germany, for example, in Munich, when it was raining, it usually was colder, right? Here it's also colder, but it's still hot. So, like today, it has rained a little bit, but it's still 30 degrees in my room. Also because I have the computer and all that, but yeah. I don't regret it or whatever, but I don't know. I guess I did. I did do yesterday something one of the things that I had, I guess, assigned that I had to do, which is like scan books, old books, and try to sell them online. And we did that. And yeah, my parents are taking care of that, of the packaging and all this, and the sending, which is dope for me. And yeah, at least with that, I got a little bit accomplished. My mom did come to my room a couple of times to start cleaning up things and to start throwing shit away. And I'm, I guess, kind of rejecting that and all this. I guess I could talk about that. Rejecting that. Wait, what do you say? I didn't do much. The colony in Rimworld that you named died yesterday. No, because of an enemy raid. Because an enemy raid threw one Molotov and all three of my colonists were firing and running around until they went down. Lol. What? How did I name the colony? I forgot. It was something in German, right? Eisenbahner. No, that wasn't. I forgot. I have my audio interface in this setting where you can hear your own voice, because I don't have the kind of thing that you put on top and kind of removes the popping and that and such. So if I do this, it's like much, or like shh, it's kind of like much more abrasive. Like if I do this, it's like super annoying. So to realize when I'm doing it. And for example, if I laugh too hard, it's like the audio starts speaking super easily. So yeah, peaking. Yeah. So to avoid that, I have the setting. I usually don't have it on the setting, but I have it on the setting where I hear myself. So it's kind of like I speak a little. When I hear myself, I speak a little bit slower, because yeah, it's a little bit kind of weird to be listening to yourself while you're talking. But I think I may keep this setting from now onwards. I think it's like, I don't know, it's useful. I guess it is there for a reason, right? To monitor your own voice and all that. I think it was Faction 28 because it was close to your birthday or something. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, I gave a couple of auctions, and one was like the Julians or something, then was like Faction 28 or something. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I don't really like to listen to my voice while talking. I have it turned it off too. And yeah, my week was basically that: staying at home, browsing the internet. Then on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it was like a holiday in Spain, so my friends could go out a couple of days more than usual. So that was good, I guess. And we had dinner together and such. Decent. Not special places, but I don't know, even not special. And I'm always spending a ton of money. So yeah, it's decent. Expensive, like for what it is. I spent the same in Germany, by the way. It's not like more expensive to have dinner outside here. Here it's like, if you want to have a good price or whatever, I don't know, I am in kind of like the opposite of a sweet spot. I am in a zone where the things that are good quality, which there are like priced kind of expensively, right? Kind of aggressively priced, because I guess my area is kind of a premium area. It's not like that, but it is like more premium than, I guess, lower cost areas or such, right? It is surrounded, like the little towns here in the mountains are kind of a little bit more premium. So every restaurant that is worth going to is a little bit more expensive than it. Like, it's not good value for money, what you would say, right? It's a little bit overpriced versus what something that is good value would be considered, but it is worth going still. And the things that are below that are really bad value for money because they are like franchise type shits. So yeah, but I don't know, I don't mind eating in franchises or whatever, right? I don't, because I think it's more, I don't know, I haven't eaten out in Germany that much, so I can't also judge too much, but I feel like the level of franchising and like how though that business, I guess because there is more tradition in franchising and all this, like the level of franchised restaurants in Spain is better than in Germany, for example. I feel like from what I've eaten out in Germany, the franchised restaurants are usually like pretty shit, like a notch down Spain. And but I guess they aim for a lower target. Here in Spain, I guess even though they are franchised, they are kind of aiming every year a bit more upmarket and like pricing themselves higher and such. I think also because in Germany there are like less franchises, I would say, right? Things like I can't think of too many franchises. Like places where you go sit down and franchise. Maybe like Hans im Glück, for example. That one could be a franchise, right? I see those often. And that one, I would say, like that is the kind of level that I'm talking about, right? That is kind of a sit-down franchise, stuff like that. But I would say that on money, they are probably on pair. Maybe the German one is a little bit more expensive in the drinks department, for example. But still, the difference is not as high as the difference in like how much you get paid, right? How much your money is worth in each country, I would say. I would say that in Spain, like living here, kind of sucks a little bit in the money sense. I don't know. I'm not sure if you eat out a lot. You order things, right? More than eating out. Never heard of Hans im Glück. Maybe it's only a thing in Munich. But in Munich they have a lot of locations. Hans im Glück. Hans im Glück ist ein Schwank at der U1415. Okay. I guess it is. Hans im Glück. Jobs, Shop, Lob und Tadel über uns. Let's see, Standort. Unsere Burgergrills gibt es mittlerweile in Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz. Amsterdam, the fuck? Amberg, Amsterdam, Augsburg, Basel, Berlin. Ah, sí. Berlin, Friedrichstraße, Berlin Hauptbahnhof, Berlin Oberplatz, Bern, Bielefeld, Bochum. Yeah, they're all over. Karlsruhe, München. In München, there's a fuck ton of these. Yeah, I don't often eat outside. I also try not to order food too often. Yeah, I barely order food. Oh, I did see my brother last week. That is a thing that did happen. On Saturday, I didn't eat out with my friends. I ate lunch with my brother and his girlfriend and my parents at some restaurant. Not super good, but acceptable, right? It's like not super good value for money, but vibe and all this, it was interesting. It was more like a place for drinks and have a couple of snacks, I would say, than a restaurant. But it was fine. And also I didn't pay. And then I stayed with my brother, so we had dinner together with him and his girlfriend and his roommates, and then I stayed to sleep in their apartment. Interesting apartment. It was an interesting night, and not because we did anything particularly interesting, but because, I don't know, I had some time to reflect there alone in the room or whatever, and like looking at Madrid and such. They have this apartment where the views at a certain angle are really interesting. They are like these 4 towers. Let's see, I could actually show picture. Let's see. Wednesday, Thursday. Saturday here. I mean, this is really geoguessable, so maybe I shouldn't be posting this, but maybe by the time I'm famous and someone sees this clip and can geoguess my brother's location, maybe they are not there anymore. Let's hope, right? I don't think I will go viral that quickly, streaming like once a week while I'm doing these things, right? While I'm studying train driving or whatever. I don't think. I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to jinx it, but these are like the 4 towers. There are actually 5 towers, but yeah, these are the towers from Madrid, like from the Cuatro Torres business area, 4 towers business area. And they are, I guess, part of the iconic skyline of Madrid. And this picture is shit, my phone is shit, but in real life, these are like really big, right? It's like, you know how cameras work, right? How everything in the picture that is far away looks kind of super small in the picture, but in your eyes, it's like really prominent. So these towers are like really huge. And this was the next day in the morning, because I was sleeping in the living room. The living room didn't have blinds, so I woke up basically at dawn, even before dawn. Plus the mattress wasn't really comfortable. It was this kind of air mattress, Decathlon air mattress. And yeah, this is like the sunrise and shit. These are the 4 towers. This picture is like clearer. You can see the towers. You can see that this is BBVA, Spanish Bank, PwC Tower, IE Institute, and this one KPMG. Oh, no, this isn't BBVA. This isn't a bank. It's OHLA. It's like a construction company. Actually, the construction company that built these 4 towers. I mean, you can tell from the picture, since the other buildings around it are also seem quite high, and there are just double hit. Yeah, this my brother is like he was in like a 12th stock. No, 12th floor stock. 12th stock. By the way, my German has probably gone to shit. I've joined a couple of German Discords and such to like I guess practice a little bit and such, and added some people, but yeah, I'm not the best. And especially speaking, because that's obviously just typing, so we'll see. I've gotten rusty in this month. I've forgotten some German, I guess. But yeah, this is a 12th floor, so yeah. Also, because that it's a 12th floor, you get to see like further away, so that's cool. I like the vibe. This is like the terrace. This is cup. And my brother has these coasters, which are pretty funny. And the sofa is made out of these, palets. They're called palets in Spanish. I didn't take a lot of pictures, actually. I'm looking at this, and I guess from the week where I went to eat out every day, I only took 3 pictures or so. I didn't take a lot of pictures of the food that I had, and I actually went to pretty interesting places. But I guess I wasn't focused on taking pictures because I was always with my friends and such. The sofa doesn't look all that comfortable. Yeah, it's just like an outdoors area, but it was actually pretty comfortable. I was like laying there all day, like all morning, basically. This is their actual sofa. And this sofa used to be in my brother's room. This one. Well, I'm not sure if I can show this, by the way. I mean, it's their house, just their house, but like the view was probably worse. A worse thing to show. But it was fine. It was really hot, though. I think it's facing the east. But looking there, it's kind of south. So the light is coming from, I guess it's facing, maybe it's northeast, you could say, because the light is coming from there. I don't exactly know where it's facing, but it gets really hot in the morning. It's like my window. My window gets super hot in the morning. This is the same. But I think this doesn't stop getting hot. Well, it does, kind of. I don't know. Anyways, the point is that in the morning it was really hot. So by 9:30 a.m. I was like already like damn, going inside and such, because they didn't wake up until 10 or so. So I was awake from 6 or 7 or I don't remember, and I was like with this vibe, right? This sunrise type vibe, which is decent, right? I can actually see when it was taken. 6:46. So yeah, by 6 I was awake, essentially. But yeah, I was like laying down in bed or whatever, and then I went at like, I guess, before 7 or such to take a couple of pictures, to go outside. And for example, at this time, it was fresh outside, decent. But by this time, it was already like being out there was pretty hot. You're not seeing anything. I'm looking at myself showing things and you're not seeing anything. But yeah. By this time, it was like chill, essentially. And by this time, it was hot. Predictable, but yeah. And yeah, I guess I wanted to talk about the one thing I have written here is, I guess, rejecting that. I don't know what I mean with rejecting that, I guess. I don't feel super bad about not tidying up or whatever, because it wasn't also like a goal of mine, right? Even though that's what I said to people or whatever, yeah, I'm going home and my mom is going to make me clean up, blah, blah, blah. I actually didn't intend to super clean up or whatever. But in the times that I did clean up, I did get this feeling of like, I don't like this, right? I don't like cleaning up, not because of the effort or whatever. It's more like the expectation, right? It feels like being betrayed, right? Having to clean up and having to throw old shit feels like betrayal. I feel betrayed. Right? I didn't want. I've been buying things all my life. I've been keeping things. I've been, I don't know, like this channel is a fucking dumpster, right? But it's like if Google suddenly told me you're not allowed to keep your videos in your YouTube channel anymore, right? It's like I am aware these videos are dumb shit, but also I collected them kind of on the premise that they would remain here for a long time and that I would be able to retrieve the value from them someday in an unexpected and unpredictable way. So I would be mad at YouTube if they told me you can't keep your videos anymore. Same with my shit, right? I know I'm not going to, because the question that my mom tells me when she wants me to throw something away is something like, do you use this, right? And it's like, obviously, no, I don't use it, right? Sorry. I don't use it. It's obvious. But that is not the point. The point is that maybe someday in the future it plays a role in something. And it's hard to predict which things I expect to play a bigger role than others, right? The point of keeping them was that I don't know. That was the point. So that's kind of the feeling I have of betrayal, right? I feel betrayed of having to do all these things. And it hit me now, right? Before, when they were telling me, yeah, you should, when you come, blah, 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 right? I was like, oh, sure, a bit annoying, right? Going through all the things. But now it's like when I'm feeling this feeling. Hey man, how's it going? How are you doing overall? Sorry. You're back home? Yep, I'm back home here until the 22nd. I've been here since the 3rd of August. Also, I also don't really like throwing things away, even stuff I will never need again. For example, I always keep boxes for stuff like a microphone or similar. Yes, same, exactly. I was also talking about that with my brother and my friends. I literally have there my G27. My G27 is a racing wheel. The racing wheel also doesn't work 100% anymore, but I still want to keep it just in case. I don't know. Who knows, right? It's like, who knows? I keep a lot of things in who knows basis. And I understand that if you're moving or whatever, you have to choose or whatever. But still, I still feel betrayed. It is like, why are we moving in the first place? It's like, whose fault is it? It's like, I'm not pointing fingers, but I was not the one paying rent, right? So yeah. That is a thing that I guess bothers me from this week. And that has prevented, I guess, more movement in that regard. How are you doing, Cuadro, by the way? How's life? Let's do the classic weather check. Lahore in August has to be hell, right? Lahore. Oh, okay, it's not that bad actually. I mean, 91% humidity, and it does say excessive heat. But my city says that as well, so I guess we are on par, more or less. Well, I mean, 32 degrees with 91% humidity has to be insane, but... When my mom was here, like a few months ago, she wanted to buy me a new vacuum cleaner, so we bought a new one and threw the old one away. Now she asked me if it's working fine, and I didn't even open the box yet. Lol. I guess you don't vacuum often or what? Oh. So yeah, that was one thing that I was feeling. Let me check my YouTube history so that I can see YouTube, what I've watched recently, because I think those videos will... Oh. Here. Wait, no, here, I guess. I've been watching these videos, right? Lately, yesterday, Saturday. Today is Monday. So I guess this weekend I've been watching these videos. I've been watching a couple of these. Again, have been on my recommended, right? Why I've always been single, blah, blah, blah. I'm 26 and never been in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. Then... this kind of, I bought a new house at like 26, this is how we did it or something. I think this was yesterday. Oh, this video también, I hope. Oh no, this one isn't. I guess something like this. The truth of how I afforded to buy a house in my 20s. And I watched this movie today, The Position of Fuck You. And I guess I was thinking of this. And also I asked my friends or this came up or something like this came up of like, what would you do if you have the money or whatever, right? And I was, I guess, thinking in those terms again, right? I'm thinking on freedom. What would I do with time? I also have time now. 3 days of time, I guess. And I was vaguely thinking about these topics and such. I was talking with online people also about these things. About when it's too late for things and for certain things and blah blah blah. I don't have any conclusions. I was just thinking about those things, sorry. That was what I meant, by the way. On this. That's the worst part of not having the thing. See? This is like much better. Sorry by the way. Okay, maybe like this, right? Well, that doesn't fix a lot. Okay, that's a little bit better, I would say. I don't know, because I was thinking about friendship and such. Okay, I didn't expect it to actually be better. Since it's still quite loud, but then you sniffed without loud. Yeah, it's kind of noticeable. And this is just one, how do you say, one of these, right? I used to use pantyhose. I had like some old pantyhose and I would like wrap them on top. That was also decent. Now I have like one of these like squishy ones, but that one is in Germany. I also have a pop filter, but I think this one that pop filter should be here, but I don't exactly know where. Maybe I should take these lights to Germany too, by the way. I'm not sure if I will be able to, but I also should take this thing, by the way. Oops, it's like a mic stand. Not the best mic stand, but I don't know, it's better than nothing. We'll see how much shit I can take because I have like limited weight. I have 23 kilos this time. I don't have the 32 that I had last time for business class. I'm not sure how much shit I will be able to take back home. Well, back to Germany. I don't know. I was thinking about my friends, and for example, I was thinking about how it is when I'm with my friends and things like this, when I'm, I guess, more present, right? The times when I'm most present. But also, I'm not 100% present, and I always have like things that I hold back and things that I don't mention and things like this, right? And I did want to make like this channel that I've been talking like for, I guess, months now about making, that I did actually make, but I didn't upload anything to, that I wanted to use to like vent about those things, but I don't know. So maybe I should like make some kind of, not New Year's resolution, but like updated mid-year resolution or something to do that, to like prioritize that. I wanted more time for myself, but now I'm not really doing anything with my time. I guess same. I guess now that I have work or whatever, right? I feel like when I have time for myself, I don't do anything, right? It's not even it's not even out of laziness, like, oh, I need this to rest, right? It's not even that kind of sensation, right? I didn't particularly think I needed to rest. I wasn't like I didn't have that necessity. I didn't perceive it as hard, at least. But it's like when I had the time, it's like I didn't actually feel motivated, or like even, I don't know, even mentally motivated to pursue things like I usually am, right? I guess how I am in my channel or such, that I am always thinking like, okay, list of things that I should do or things like that, right? I don't know. It's like I didn't even want to look at lists or to think of lists or anything, right? It was just like, I don't know. I won't do that. I will eat at places and that's it. It's like I don't have this kind of project mentality that I had, I guess, when I was unemployed, where I would like to do a little projects every once in a while. I guess I've lost a little bit of that. Not sure why. Mentally, I'm a bit, I don't know, it feels bad, I guess. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It's like intellectually, it feels it seems suboptimal. Like, I don't know, I could use the time, or like I could have done X project. For example, today I was looking at some tweets about there's actually this event happening in Germany or something from these people I follow on Twitter or whatever, but I don't know, it's like they are some people who organize events, and there's like once in a while. There was one this summer in Portugal. I could have gone to that one. There's one in Berlin. I don't think I will be able to go to that one because of time, but even if I could go because of time, I wouldn't, because I don't know, I feel kind of uneasy going to events or such, because they're like people I follow on Twitter or whatever, but I don't necessarily am followed by them. I don't know who organized the things. I don't know who goes, right? So I don't know. It's strange. But yeah, basically, there is one of these events that is in a place that apparently it's kind of like a forest or something, so there's very little ambient lighting. And I was looking at one of these ambient lighting maps, and I remember that I have a couple of places in Spain saved because of how little ambient lighting there is, because how far away they are from the closest, I guess, big cities. They are places that are really dark. So I had thought, like, this was once, like, I don't know, a while ago, I had thought of it would be cool to like grab the car, go there, and like look at the sky. And I don't know, it's like it never occurred to me before, right? I could still do it, I guess, if I was bored enough. But I don't think I will do it. Maybe it's not a bad plan. Maybe I could do it, actually, because to be honest, I could do it. But I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of it, I guess. I guess I did have, like, looking at my desktop, I do have my tablet, my German tablet, right? And my computer phone, my company phone. Dieses Gerät gehört deine Organisation. And yeah, I guess I did have, like, I could be note taking, like, studying a little bit, or like doing things that are related to this a little bit, in order to not forget that much. Maybe I'll do this at night. I don't know, but I say this every night, right? I say this. Okay, maybe tonight I'll look at a little bit of. I do my Anki cards. I'll do whatever. But I don't know. To be honest, I also don't. I don't know. It's like I don't really feel worthy either. So. I don't know. It feels chill, I guess. I don't feel super pressured to do anything. But I guess it's kind of apathetic, right? I feel kind of apathetic. I forgot. I was talking before about something about friends, right? I forgot about what I was saying. Ah, yeah, it was the being present thing. I guess the problem is kind of goes back to that, right? That it is kind of apathetic. It's not like being present in doing nothing, right? It's not really relaxing in a doing nothing, trying nothing way. It is kind of more an apathy type vibe. A kind of doing nothing, but not really, I guess, purely disconnecting, or like not really disconnecting, the opposite, right? Not really connecting. It's kind of disconnecting in a bad way, right? Because, for example, people, when they talk about vacations, they say, okay, vacations are for disconnecting or shit like that, right? But they mean disconnecting from work. So in that sense, I am doing that, right? I am disconnecting from work. But I think it's more important to connect with the present, right? I guess the thing about work is that it is kind of inherently a little bit disconnected from the present, right? It is kind of worrying about future things, etc., right? So the point of vacation is disconnecting from work and thus connecting to the present. And I don't feel like I'm doing the connecting to the present part that well, right? I feel like, for example, previous week I was doing this a little bit more, hanging out with my friend, swimming. Those felt more like being connected to the present. Swimming, I don't get that connected to the present when swimming, but more than other activities, I would say, right? It's like it ranks higher. So swimming, it does feel better in connection to the present, or like eating out feels connected to the present as well, if it's good food. If it's bad food, kind of as well, but especially if it's good food, right? That really that really makes you pay attention to the food, right? It's like, this is good, right? And I did have those kind of experiences the previous week, but last week has been more, I guess, I also was expecting me cooking a little bit more, in a sense that like cooking better things, or like taking advantage of the situation to cook better, like having a bigger kitchen, etc., will allow for me. But no, because actually my parents don't want me to use two of the fucking, my stove has like 4 places, and it's like they have 4 stoves. They don't want me to use 2 because those 2 look better, so they don't want to ruin them. I don't know, it's like stupid logic, but I'm like, sure. But it's like, okay, one thing that you had planned, like not planned, but you had one intention that you had, gone, right? It's like, no, there is no room for experimentation and things. It's like, okay, but so then I just do lame shit, right? I just cook quick things or whatever, like I do back in Germany. And yeah, I always try to the quick things that I do, try to elevate them a little bit, but still, right? It's like, I don't know. It's like a little bit of a downgrade from the intention that I had. I just noticed, lol, you are still counting days 313 out of 100. Yeah, I think the count is wrong, by the way. Like, I'm definitely not in 313. Like, I can bet money that it's not 313. But I do increase more or less every time I remember. The problem is that I think I know for certain that at some point I forgot. So it's probably more than 1 point that I forgot, and it's probably actually like day 317 maybe, or things like this. I don't know. And the thing is that I used to do the renaming, but since I don't stream myself reviewing my own videos and such as often as I do it before, yeah, like it's probably like way long ago. I think when I reached 200 videos, like the count of videos, I did that for videos. I did that for the first 100, right? So I did this is video 1 of 50, this is video 2 of 50, and I did that. But the time I did that, I think I also sorted out streams. I don't know when I reached. I think it's like day 200 or something. No, maybe it was until day 100. I think I did that for streams, and I put it in the title in parentheses. I think my 100 video series, that it didn't have the, or did it? I could check. Let's see. Oh, I was also disconnecting from work, I guess, but I still didn't really do anything with my time. Being sick the first few days didn't really help either, I guess. True. Well, I guess at least I wasn't sick. This was video 80 or something. Or was this video 100? Okay, my 100 videos don't have the number in the video. Those are... Yo, this one has a lot of views, the fuck? Let's see. Is there a way to check the statistics? Let's see let's see if there is one person who has watched it entirely. At least one person. Do you think, like, do you want to bet? No, not betting, but what do you think? Has someone out of these 146 people... Oh, wait, you can see anything. Has someone out of these 146 people watched the whole video? It has 2 likes. So maybe one of these has watched the whole video. But I don't think so. Let's see. My bet is on no one. But the thumbnail is funny. Okay, 3 hours out of 146. That's kind of a lot. Average video duration, rotation. Oh, okay. I think someone... Okay, maybe there's someone who has watched it. Let's see, how can I see this? Okay, there is no single moment at 0%. There is at least one person who has watched this. Let's see. 2.8. 2.8. times 140 views. Was it 146 divided by 100? Wait, 4 people have watched this. That's crazy. I also don't think so. We were wrong. If I'm interpreting the graph right, this is kind of it's by this time 10% of the people are here. So out of 900, so out of 140, like 14 maybe. By this time, half, so like 7. By this time, half, so like 3. But they remain until the end of the video. Okay, nice. I mean, awful retention by YouTube standards, but sorry, you can't see anything. But by my standards, it's pretty good. It's like, yeah, I lost 80% of people by the first minute, but the ones that stuck, kind of more or less, I mean, not everyone, but the ones that stuck by my yapping here kind of remain. Well, more like here, 12 minutes, they remain. Oh yeah, it does go to 17, by the way. Yeah, good seeing that, because there was a case, I remember, like, we did see that, right? Where it didn't go to the end, which was pretty funny, not gonna lie. But yeah, it does go here. I'm just on the ultra wide monitor, so. Fuck it, I'm going to tweet this. It can mean different things, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that it has been watched in its entirety ever, but it's pretty likely. It's more like it could mean that there has been a higher percentage of people, right? So let's say 5% of people who have clicked there, then clicked on some other place, and clicked, and that the total overlap of the people who have clicked around has been such that it makes for a complete visualization, right? It could also mean that. But it's probably like easier to assume that it kind of more or less has been that someone, at least one person has watched everything. And then, for example, here there is one person who has clicked around, but at least one has watched, or like 2 or 3 have watched everything, or like have clicked on it and let it play while they went to do the dishes. That's also possible, right? Or have fallen asleep or something. But from Corcoro Drift, War on the Worlds, click. I think this can go back here. Reciente. Was it War of the Worlds? Good tweet. Wait, there are like 4 people out of like 140 140 who have watched this video in its entirety. That's kind of crazy. Well, maybe they just let it play and watched and browsed their phone or did the dishes, but it counts, IMO. The views go a slight bit up and down at the end, so probably some people just skipped through at that point. Yeah, that is definitely true as well. But it is like there is always a baseline 2.8%, so those people at least remained. And then there are 3.5 some people that did click a little bit. But there's someone still who let it play or who fell asleep or something. So that's interesting. I wonder, for example, let's check this other movie review. How is it called? Wait, can I check what the people did after this video? Recomendaciones de YouTube. But no one clicked on anything. What are the elements at the end? Just a quick movie review. It's not some kind of key. Well, it is kino, but it's also not something. I don't know. Basically, I've reviewed a couple of other movies. I will probably paste it here. It's not funny in this case. They're not funny reviews. This one was funny, but yeah, I've reviewed another movie and a couple of shows. Feel free to watch. Does it not have the fucking end card? Oh yeah, it does. Basically, I've reviewed a couple of other movies. I will probably paste it here. It's not funny in this case. They're not funny reviews. This one was. Let's see, how is it called? In the name. Movie. Love. In the mood for love review. Click. Estadísticas, interacción. I mean, this one only has 16 views, so it's obviously not going to have been watched entirely. Not a shot. Yeah, there's no shot. Yeah, for example, this one, no one has watched it entirely. This one was the kind of broken graph that you were saying. Yeah, this does not reach the end. This one reaches 1 minute. Let's check this one. This one has also a lot of views, 46. A lot of views, 46. That's crazy. Okay. 2% at end. Someone has seen it already entirely. That's cool. Super insane drop down. I think this intro was pretty boring, I would say. but like compared to the other one, for example, I think I did a better job in the other one at like making a better intro. Lemao almost there. That's decent. Hey, 130 average view duration. I mean, for Mr. Beast, it's shit, but for me, it's kind of decent actually. 14% average percentage seen. Like, not bad actually. Contenido donde se sugiere este vídeo. The fuck? This sucks. The fuck? So people are watching this video, this man, and then they're watching my video. Just one impression, but with a 100% click-through rate. Interesting. The fuck? 3 videos from India. And then this guy clicked on this video and stayed for 6 minutes on mine. Respect.
Dear Diary.
I wonder how my click on this video shows up on this guy's stats, though. How does clicking on your video because it appears on my own traffic sources from the people who watch me, how does that appear in his statistics? Like, does my own video appear here? Does YouTube studio.youtube.com as source? Okay, I think I'm going to leave this for today here. And I will see you next week. Or this week, technically, maybe if I stream back on Sundays. Maybe I will stream this Sunday instead of Monday because... No, maybe I actually stream on Monday because this Monday I do have it free. Like next Monday, sorry. So, yeah, I don't know. See you until then. Hope you have a good week. Hope I have a good week too. My last week of vacation. Half in Spain, well, 5 days in Spain. Well, 4 days in Spain, 1 day in transit, 2 days in Germany. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I stream on Sunday or maybe maybe I stream the 3 working days. Who knows? No, I don't think I'll stream on Saturday. Saturday I will probably just like buy groceries and shit for Monday and for like, well, not for Monday, but for the weekend and such. And yeah, see ya then. Hope you have a good week. Hope you have a good restart of work and that it's not too much and that it's not too hot in August to work. And yeah. Goodbye. Not gonna lie, not super excited of going back into the routine, but also, I don't know, it's also, I'm not dreading it. I'm not dreading the routine. I'm like a bit, I don't know, I guess I'm a bit averse at the fact that it is routine. But aside from that, I actually don't mind how the time flows. I do mind a little bit some aspects of it, but yeah, not that dissatisfied with what I'm coming back to. So actually I can't be too mad. So yeah, goodbye. the book. Bro, this mouse is shit, by the way. It's like this old ass Logitech mouse. As you can see, it's like worn. And the problem is not that the outside is worn, is that the inside, the clicking mechanism is shit.